For years, the old-fashioned drain and fill oil change was the only choice available when it came to regular engine maintenance. However, whatever gravity didn't draw out of the engine was left behind to degrade the new oil until the next maintenance interval. More importantly, this method left behind more than worn-out oil. It also left power-robbing engine deposits that accumulate in nearly impossible-to-reach areas. Engine flush machines helped somewhat, but these machines were expensive and time-consuming. Finally, there is an innovative solution. Introducing the BG Performance Oil Changer, a unique system that will not only service the engine lubricants, but will also purge the system of deteriorated oil while restoring like-new compression to all cylinders. Engine compression is compromised when unspent fuel gums cause rings to stick. This results in cylinders delivering a noticeable lack of power from each power stroke. In the past, cleaning these deposits and removing all of the old oil from the engine has proven to be a difficult and time-consuming process. The BG Performance Oil Change will dissolve fuel gums that form around the rings, restoring and balancing compression across all of the cylinders. Here's a typical example of compression tests taken before and after this service. This is why it's called BG's Performance Oil Change. Restored compression means restored power and a better performing engine. Once the cleaning process is complete, the old contaminated oil is quickly evacuated with pressurized air, and the engine is primed with new oil and a premium BG additive. To operate the BG Performance Oil Changer, part number 9800, first read and follow directions and safety procedures outlined in the operating manual. To begin the service, start the engine and add one 11-ounce can of BG 109 to the oil sump. Allow the vehicle to run 5 to 10 minutes at approximately 1200 RPM to ensure that all deposits are freed from the piston rings. Shut off the engine. To prepare the BG Performance Oil Changer for each service, remove the fill cap and add 11 ounces of BG MOA part number 110 for gasoline engines or BG DOC part number 112 for diesel engines. Next, pour in 1 quart or liter of new oil into the BG 9800 canister and securely replace the fill cap. Make sure the air hose valve is completely closed and attach shop air. Raise the car. Remove the drain plug and allow used oil to drain down to a drip, but don't replace the drain plug at this time as the engine needs to be purged. To purge a gasoline engine, remove the filter and attach the appropriate oil port adapter where the oil filter normally threads. On engines that use a drop-in cartridge, you will use the oil purge probe instead of an adapter. Connect the service hose to the oil port adapter or oil purge probe and set the control valve to air. To allow proper flow through the engine, slowly open the air hose valve and set the regulator to 30 psi. This will cause the used, worn-out oil from the engine's galleys to again flow through the oil pan drain. If oil also flows from the filter bypass port, attach one of the oil purge plates to the oil port adapter. When the used oil stops flowing, close the ball valve on the BG 9800 and replace the drain plug. With the engine now purged, turn the control valve on the BG 9800 to oil and open the valve on the air line. If you're using the oil probe, press the probe tightly against the oil port and slowly open the valve on the air line. This allows the oil from the canister to flow into areas where old trapped oil had been. Allow oil to flow until the canister is empty and the float valve has closed, shutting off the oil flow. Close the valve on the BG 9800 air hose and use the regulator to dial down the air pressure. Press the pressure release button to release all pressure and remove the adapters. Install a new filter and fill the engine with the remainder of oil required to bring it to its normal capacity. Always recheck the oil level after running the engine for a minute or so. Top off as necessary to reach the full mark on the dipstick. On diesel engines, it is necessary to purge and prime the engine simultaneously. Warning: do not air purge a diesel engine. This may remove oil from hydraulic injectors that may not be replaced later in the service. After we have allowed the used oil to drain conventionally, set the control valve to oil. Open the ball valve on the air hose and set the regulator to 30 psi. Allow the oil to flow until the canister is completely empty and replace the drain plug. Close the ball valve. Release the pressure from the tool. Remove all adapters and install a new filter. Fill the engine to normal capacity and the service is complete. As you can see, it only takes a few extra minutes to turn a conventional drain and fill oil change into a BG Performance oil change. Your customer will appreciate the superior quality, and the restored performance will be unmistakable. The BG Performance Oil Change is just one of the complete line of maintenance menu services proven to make vehicles last longer and more fun to drive. BG Products Incorporated is your partner in service success. For additional information on this or any BG product or service, contact your BG consultant today.